Students of Park Road Primary in Sale sang a song of unity on the International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia, Interphobia and Transphobia at the Town Hall on May 17th. This was part of the Trafford in Pride event this year. Award-winning photographer Ali Cruz's exhibition, Your Own Light, one of the highlights of the festival, featured portraits of trans and non-binary subjects. We spoke to Olivia about the anti-trans sentiments of some celebrities. This is what she had to say.
As a trans and non-binary person, as a member of the LGBTQIA plus community, I have a certain personal stake in that discussion and speak from that perspective. I can understand this discourse and that people without my lived experience, aren't going to fully understand what it is that I'm talking about when I enter that discussion. But I think we should respect one another, not attack one another, and allow this discussion to continue and resolve sort of in a peaceful way rather than attacking marginalised groups.
She also spoke about using her privilege to help people of colour in the community.
Recently, one of my friends who identifies as a person of colour sort of spoke about their lack of inclusion within those spaces. It was a question when I kind of got involved in that conversation, I immediately found that I didn't fully understand the position from which they were coming from. It really made me think about my inherent ignorance with regards to the inclusion of people of colour within any platform, on any platform really. So now I am trying to be much more conscientious as an individual whenever I do get an opportunity to consider how the work that I produce affects and supports every sort of marginalised group of people, not just my own, particularly people of colour. Just to add, I think it's something that we all have to be personal gatekeepers of. We can't just expect another group to do it, and we certainly can't expect marginalised groups or people of colour to find their own voice and elevate themselves. Even just because I'm a trans, a non-binary person, and that excludes me from certain privileges. I'm a white person, and that also gives me privileges. Like being a white trans woman in the UK comes with a massive amount of privilege, even though I'm trans. And really need to be mindful of how I use that, using my experience as someone who lacks privilege in certain areas to ensure that people who don't have privilege in the areas I have privilege have a platform as best as I can.